Hi, it's David C. Jones. Before the curtain goes up, but the curtain's not just going to go up, it's going to rise because Rise is coming to town. This is a hybrid circus clown theater show by a renowned company. And I got some of the creators right here. Let's go across the top of my screen, which is Priscilla, Melody, and Coltrane. Introduce yourselves and how you're involved in this madness.
Hello, I'm Priscilla. I was asked, I guess a couple months ago to take part in the EATART Foundation production of Rise. So as the theater director, and it's been a blast.
Hi, my name is Melody Coatman. I am the executive producer for the show and also the executive director of EATART. What was the other questions? Was that it?
And how are you involved? And so I think you covered it. I think you did that.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
Hi, my name's Coltrane Banbury. I am a part of EATART. I'm performing as the character of Barley, this lovable, whimsical character who goes along with their friend Hope.
Oh, wonderful. Not Hop.
Not Hop.
Totally different. Melody, tell me a little bit about EATART, because I looked at your website and you look like you are really into building big things. You know what? It has a vibe from just my cursory glance of like a Burning Man kind of quality.
Yeah, there's definitely overlap between EATART and like the burner community. Yeah, so EATART is a charity. We provide space, tools, and education for people who want to learn how to build giant machines, and also teach them about sustainable energy.
Oh, wow. So do you mean like solar powered drills?
Yeah, so like we have a solar powered tricycle that's 15 feet tall. It's not going to be at the Vancouver Playhouse. It's too big to fit in the theater. But we have a bunch of like pedal powered projects. Yeah, like all of our projects are sustainably powered.
Oh, wonderful. So Coltrane, can you tell me a little bit more about this show? What's going to happen? What are we going to see when we go in? We're sitting in our seats. And the lights go down. What happens?
Well, hold on to your hats. What's not gonna happen? That's my question. I mean, there's gonna be a ton of different acts going on as well. I'm sure we'll cover that, but it's gonna be performance of a lifetime. I've been an actor my entire life, and I've like mainly grown up with very minimal acting. So like black box theater, 3 black boxes. Wear all black attire. So that's what my theater background comes from. But when I joined with EATART, I was blown away with all the huge sculptures and everything like that. So it's gonna be a spectacle, to say the least.
Priscilla, you're going to have to give it a try, because if I'm sitting at home going, Act 1, this happens. Act 2, this happens.
Yeah.
Coltrane failed in this.
Well, you know, Coltrane is
full of wonder. He's so full of wonder and joy that he's just
and
like,
you know,
it's yummy.
just look at that sweet face and that innocent youth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there will be an opening clown act by me. So and then the show will start after that. So it's kind of like an addition, but there's a giant robot solar powered spider. The character Mondo that plays the spider is absolutely fantastic. Ringmaster voice, thrilling villain. The character that plays Hope, unfortunately, Hope's working right now, is wide-eyed, adorable, has just got a ton of energy. Hope and Barley's chemistry, they're 2 fairies. I've put physical comedy with them. I've got a movement workshop with them. So they just have really great chemistry and they work really well together. Yeah, and we have some circus acts. We have an aerialist, we have an opera singer.
So I'm gonna guess that Barley and Hope. Barley's a little bit lost. He gets found by Hope, and they go into this world. Is
No.
that it? Oh,
Hot take, hot take.
Barley does play the more dopey fairy,
okay.
but is not lost. Barley is pretty fine staying in the fairy realm.
Oh yeah.
Melody, I'll pass it to you to kind of give a little bit more of the show summary here. I mean, I know it, I just don't want to hog the camera.
Yeah, yeah, okay, what can I say about it? Yeah, so like it's almost a little bit like the Little Mermaid. Like we have Hope, who's in the fairy realm, and she like yearns to like find out what's happening in the human realm. And so like there's a little bit of like, oh, how is she going to like make her way to the human realm, and like what are some of the obstacles that she's going to encounter, like if she does manage to make it out there. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And so we're going. And now, is this like a 90-minute show, or is it 2 acts? Do you know? Or
Yeah, it's a 2-act show. Each act is approximately 40 minutes.
cool.
And then there's an
Wicked.
intermission. Yeah.
Wicked. Now, Melody, how did you find all the stuff that's in this show? Was it a combination of who of my cool friends that can do cool things are available? Or was it more like I have this idea and I gotta find someone to do that idea?
Oh, it was more the first one. So like I had a bunch of friends who were a part of my community, and I kind of like curated a bunch of the performers that I was like, oh, it would be so sweet to have like each of these different acts in the show. And then we brought in a writer to write a narrative around each of the performing acts and just sort of like tie it all together.
Nice. Coltrane, what has been the part that you were most I know you seem to be a easily awestruck person, but
Quite right.
what's the part that made you go, wow, what am I in? What is this? What's the part that
Oh my
made you gasp?
I'd probably have to say, well, I mean, the first rehearsal talking about the mechanical spider, that's going to be on stage. And that was really big mind boggle to me, just seeing that. Like, it's an incredible like
You
piece of
literally
machinery.
looked like a 6-year-old boy, like,
Oh yeah,
what?
it's so cool. Like because you get to see in the EATART Foundation, you get to see all the other like kind of things that they've made, and so I've like just been in awe with all their creations.
Nice. So all of it. There was not any one thing except the spider. The spider.
The spider was the one thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I
nice.
remember the spider, and then when we first set up the aerialist rig in the studio, and
that's
you
true.
were like,
Nice. Nice. Priscilla, what's been maybe the thing where, because of your vast experiences and depth of talent, what was the thing that you were like, ooh, I wonder if I could get the actors to do this? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think for me, like, I just do voices all the time, and I do funny walks, and so I'm just like, oh, well, just do this. Just I'm like, oh, okay, like, so it's been a really fun challenge to come up with explanations or articulations on how to get the shape and character and gesture from the actor that I'm kind of wanting that, and Coltrane alone has gone from, can you, Coltrane, do you mind just sampling your voice that in your audition, I decided that I wanted you to do?
Sure, yeah. Oh yeah, hey folks. So I think you should come out to the Vancouver Playhouse on April 21st and 22nd. Because we're gonna do our amazing play called Rise, and it's gonna be this whole fucking thing where like you get a bunch of people coming together. It's gonna be totally tubular. So come check it out, eh?
nice. Wonderful.
That's a super
I
Canadian voice.
mean, that
Yeah.
alone was just I was already enjoying everything.
Now, Priscilla, you made me think of a little bit there that I remember working with some people and this was for the Olympics. I was trying to get them to do these different characters. and I realized, oh, I just want them to be me, right? Because if you're already good at going, you know what, that would be wonderful, and then you go, okay, now you do it, and they go, you know what, well, that would be wonderful, and you're like, no, do it the way I would do it.
Do it the way I do it like this. Yeah.
That's the struggle.
I mean,
for
I
the
don't know
real.
how much I really want to like divulge in this interview. Maybe we can set up another one about like inside the director's room.
right.
Why is there not 17 copies of me?
Yeah, it's always the challenge.
No,
isn't it?
everyone's got their own flavor and their own skills, and yeah, it's sort of finding where they're already leaning towards, and using that angle or that accent, you know.
Melody, I'm going to do my last question to you. What is the part right now? Because I'm assuming the show is starting to do, because you're coming up next week. Are you starting to do runs now? Are you starting, let's see the whole show come together, or is it still a little bit?
Yeah. We did a full run through of the show yesterday and see like all the different performing acts, and it was really fun to see it all just like come together. You're like, oh, this is a show. Nice.
Nice. What's the part that when you're sitting there with your script and you're watching them, when you got your notepad to make notes, what's the part that don't say the spider, I don't want to hear the damn spider again. What's the part that makes you just go, oh, this is lovely?
Honestly, there's a scene in the show that we were working on between the opera singer and the lead character Hope, where she's like trying to find her sort of like inner magic, and the way they play off each other is really, really cool to watch. Like it's just really like organic, and I don't know, there's
yeah, I'm literally
probably one of my favorite parts.
I'm tearing up right now thinking about it, because when the opera singer Emily Chung, is that how we say it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
When Emily first came in to work with the character of Hope, and when they did that first riff together, I just there was just a couple of us in the studio, and I was just bawling, because I was like, oh, this is why it's all worth it. Like, this is why all the, you know, when you put so many hours in, like, it just, my heart was like, I was crying. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Sounds like this show is a feast for the eyes and for the emotions. That's wonderful. Let's do this. You're each going to sell the show. You have to sell it. So that person sitting at home is going, why should I get off the couch and spend my money and go into the theater? It might even be raining out. I don't know if I want to go out in the rain. So, so Priscilla, you're going to go first. You're going to look right at the camera. Don't look at the screen. You look at the camera, so you're reaching right into their soul. Ready? 3, 2, 1, action.
All right. Come to Rise at the Vancouver Playhouse, because your senses will be tickled, and there will be fantastic sights, there will be beautiful sounds, there will be emotions, there will be characters that are conveying emotions through abstract realms, and I think that childlike center in you will light up, and that's something that we could all use a little bit more of, especially after the last few years. And there's some sexy dancers in it, and it's PG-14. So I mean, it's I think there's something for everyone here.
Wonderful. You had me at sexy dancers. Okay, Melody, your turn. Your turn. You're gonna look to the camera and tell these people to cough up their dough and come see a show. Oh, I made a rhyme.
Yeah, you should come see Rise, because we are going to have so many different types of performers. It's going to be like absolutely fantastic. We have an opera singer, we have sexy dancers, as Priscilla mentioned. We have some flow artists, which is like, they're not going to be spinning fire. We're not allowed to spin fire at the theater, but yeah, and also you're going to be supporting an amazing cause. You're going to be helping artists create giant art in Vancouver, and also teach people about renewable energy. So that's why you should come.
Nice. Know what I just noticed, Melody, before we go to you, Coltrane? Is that photo behind you the giant spider?
No, this is Prosthesis, which is another project. It is a walking machine. It's a giant mech. the pilot is about this big.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a different project from EATART.
Okay. I was like, damn that spider. Okay, Coltrane, with all your adorableness, you are now
All right.
you're going to convince these people to come look right at the camera.
All right. Everyone, come check out the show at Vancouver Playhouse. It's called Rise. It's going to be amazing. I'll be in it. I'll be this lovable character named Barley. I think you'll fall madly in love with me. Not too madly in love. There's incredible performances. You have an aerialist, silk dancers, amazing different types of amazing performance artists, and they're all going to be doing their best. And you should come support the show because, like Mel said, it's a great cause, and you will definitely not regret it because it's going to be something like you've never seen before.
Great. I'm convinced.
Oh,
and because your phone was below you, you're like looming into the shot.
Yes, looming.
And just in case all of that wasn't enough, and you'll have to edit this out later if you want, but Coltrane's going to be probably wearing a tank top.
What? Wow.
I'm so sorry, Melody.
way to sell us that. Hey, I just saw the Dusty Flower Pot show, and they get down to gold booty shorts. So,
oh yeah,
I have to get some of those. Colton.
You know,
we could do that.
The adults like a little bit of skin, right? That's why we should leave our house and pay for a ticket.
Wonderful. You guys are hilarious. I can't wait to see the show. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your rehearsal to talk to me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, David.
Bye.